this season, Jake Hollister got a point. He went up in overall because he had like a four touchdown game last game. Jake Hollister's been pretty yeah, so let's go on this one because Dom's are really close at a whole 0-5. Next week they have a 5. Yeah, let's wait a minute. Let's do some scouting first because I do have I will put in this year's draft class. I'm sorry about this. Comment your favorite team.
Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more.
I don't really know what player I need.
Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill.
I have the number 1 pick, but I don't know.
This player's true skill rank to see if he's a you just found a diamond in the rough.
I really need right guard. I might trade now. Oh, it's all my biggest problem. He's pretty filthy though. He will be filthy. So I'm gonna have to take Kyler Murray and he'll have to develop his backup. Josh Allen. It's gonna be between them two, really. I might honestly just put Nick Bosa up at that position, but I'm about to start the game for the week. Let's hop right into it. If you have not seen the last episodes, I would go on the channel and go check them out now. One of them's on the Epic game because, yeah, but this one's supposed to be. Jake Hollister's 10 touchdowns this season. Damn. Alright, we're gonna look at these are not playing today. I guess we are just looking at the stats. Alright.
Hey everybody, it's the coach and
DeAndre Hopkins.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Alright. Started off strong, boys.
Last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those, and then he was a step ahead because he said they're going to change up and counter another way. and he beat him that way too.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Forced out to his left. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion.
Pressure.
To me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there.
He's just too good, man. 44-yarder.
And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. It doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing now is Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
All pass interference in Madden.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 71 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the
Sam
number 4 rusher in the league
really
right now, so
did get
you know
smoked by the
that you have to
Giants.
account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Tackle it, dude.
4
Are you
yards
kidding me?
on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And all about
OBJ
timing
only has
there on
3
that short
touchdowns.
slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Man.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Here's Oliver. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be...
I don't know what
I'm
was
so
going on there,
stupid.
but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't...
Hey,
What's up?
just wanted to see if the ankle thing was in yet.
exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
My team is so
Atlanta
stupid
now coming out on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating
What a
well,
throw,
too.
Cam.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But one thing is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and
Give
a
me
bad
that, bud.
throw there. It's intercepted.
Give me that.
Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return here will
Take
go
the
to
ball
the
right back.
31-yard
Better field
line.
position doing on that.
Brandon, this is a
Right
veteran
after
quarterback back
True
there.
Fun,
He
all
should
these
know
dudes
better than to
step
make a
up
throw
every
like
week.
this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, touchdown, Giants. Russell Shepard, 99 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down, here's Newton. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Newton now to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the
And your
hit.
quarterback
Newton able
has
to use
more
those
yards
legs
than
and
you.
get past the marker to
Running
pick up
back.
the first.
Oh my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left.
Oh, I'm
And he
stupid.
slings one that's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it was. And that is caught.
Hollister
Touchdown,
with the touchdown.
Falcons. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, why not?
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Touchdown. Should put the game away.
Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Yo, what's going on, Gabe? Todd's not on today.
Again, they'll throw with Manning.
Hollister has a
Over the middle to
44-yarder.
Beckham.
And
And
like a
inside
3-yarder,
the 20
but
before he's
he
brought down.
lost in that.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Rosas puts this the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. Fielded about a yard deep.
Not again. They already did that.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Oh yeah, I changed Cam's number to number 1 and Humpkins' number.
Odell
number
Beckham
10,
now
and I
marching
changed
back
to
onto the
Humpkins.
field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once.
Protect
But
yourself,
boy, he can
protect
explode at any
yourself.
moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as
Your
he's
mic is
taken
cracking
down.
really bad, like someone is trying to plug it in.
Able to get in and run him down for what'll be a loss of 15 yards.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed.
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down,
Hello.
took a bad loss on a running play. take the sack on second down. Then they got to come up with something big here on third.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Is that better? If it ain't, I'll fix it. Just give me 1 second.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
He's probably picking up air or something.
They have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
Like
all right, let's get down here.
You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points.
Let's go
Now
Humpkins.
they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now.
Humpkins 16-yard rush.
Gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels?
I didn't even see him, man.
Get away from the pressure, the Giants get there. Alec Ogletree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Newton now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No
Come on,
matter the
Humpkins.
situation,
Oh, it's terrible,
the
bro.
defense won the battle. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't
We're at
get
the
it.
48.
Now a shot
But
taken
I
on
don't
third
know what.
down, but
Why
it's
not?
gonna wind up
Boys.
incomplete.
It's for the
Short
boys.
pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a
For
big one
the boys.
downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Oh, that one wasn't for the boys because they were like, nah.
Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of down.
Put 14 in the chat if you're excited for merch.
Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
That's
Just
69
one-handed
if you
grabs
are
for
not
guys.
Doesn't matter what it is, just throw it
14
up
if
there,
you
he'll
are
go get it.
excited.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I got you, Gabe. I got you.
But it misses the target.
I got you, man.
Third down, he tried to stay in bounds. Did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And the kick by Rosas is good.
The boys.
And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter.
The boys.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy
Jake
for some
Ronald's
reason.
here for the boys. Leo Jones for the boys. DeAndre Hopkins for the boys. Who will prevail for
On
the boys?
first down, it's Newton.
Cam Newton don't. Fusco will prevail for the
Fortunately,
boys.
the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From his goal line here,
Julio for the boys. Let's go,
a
Julio.
really nice gain of 25 yards. Newton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. Eluding the pressure
Julio
right.
again.
And Jones
Julio
has it
again.
over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They got 29 yards that time. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA. Point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Put one in the chat if this makes better.
Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, Newton forced out to his left. Look at this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton.
Third touchdown
and the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Last game.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Again, Newton. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
We get a clutch boy.
And that'll carry over the back line of
Clutch
the end
boy
zone for a
in the
touchback.
check.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. On first down, Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Manning again. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big
Guys,
hitter there. This one good for 18.
we should get me to meet
That was a
Jacob
nice
Hollister.
route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Everybody comment if you think that's a good video idea.
Usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On play action. Now Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw is Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now Manning on the bootleg. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run. Devontae Freeman. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you
Next
feel
episode,
really good
Wednesday
about trying to bleed that
or
clock
Tuesday.
down. And
Most
in an
likely
ideal
Wednesday.
scenario,
Get ready
your
for
kicker
that.
puts it through the post. years as the clock hits zeros.
But who knows, they can get a kick return touchdown again. Almost done twice.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Atlanta, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. I'm Brandon Gaudin, sir.
I'm gonna try to fix it soon. I'm gonna try to fix my Xbox soon. No guarantees when it's gonna happen. But definitely will. I'll let you know when it does. Let's look at these. Here for this. NFL. Oh look, best player in the league by 200 yards. And look, best player in the league, most receptions. We have another guy. Hey look, Jake Hollister, above one of our one players. Hey look, Jacob Hollister. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's not talk about that. You do talk about that. That's how I will game. See all you guys later. Pretty sure that you all sign the petition for Jacob Hollister to meet me. If you want, look up. The game is for the boys. And I'll see you all later.